President Obama has decided that he's going to do a tiny little executive order. It's increasing the minimum wage, but only for federal workers and only for new federal contracts. So if you're a worker that was under an old federal contract, it doesn't even apply to you. Right now, it affects 0 people. But as the new contracts come in, and they're not technically federal workers, they're workers for contractors who get hired by the government to do a particular task, okay? So it's a very small subset of people. But of course, the Republicans lost their minds. They say, oh, executive order, it's unconstitutional. As if presidents haven't done executive orders. Of course, they have repeatedly, right? As I'm about to show you. Well, this is when Morning Joe brings in a so-called neutral pundit, John Meacham. Now, he was editor-in-chief of Newsweek. He's written a couple of books about history, which is ironic because of the clip we're about to show you. And they said, well, he worked on Time, he worked at Newsweek. I mean, this guy's obviously liberal media. Now, liberal media, tell us how bad Obama is.
We make fun of the executive orders, and that is, in fact, something that, you never really heard Lincoln and FDR say, I'm going to rebuild America on an executive order. It's not something that that resonates off the tongue.
Oh, no. You never heard FDR or Lincoln say that. No, so that would leave you with the impression that President Obama is doing an unprecedented number of executive orders, whereas those presidents and other presidents have not. So now let me show you the real numbers. Love that this guy wrote history books. Okay, Barack Obama, 168 executive orders. Franklin D. Roosevelt, 3,522 executive orders. That's the guy that John Meacham just said, so you didn't hear FDR talking about executive orders. I don't know how much he talked about it, but he certainly did a lot of them. That, by the way, was 1,719 more executive orders than any other president. George W. Bush. Now, he wouldn't do any executive orders, right? I mean, he's the Republican president right before Obama. Oh, right, 291. Now, he did have 8 years overall, so did Ronald Reagan. Ronald Reagan, the icon of conservatives, 381 executive orders. How could Obama do this unprecedented executive order business? I mean, FDR and Lincoln would never do that. Now, wait a minute. We didn't put Lincoln on that list. Maybe he was right about Lincoln. I mean, would Lincoln do anything dramatic with executive orders? Do you know what was an executive order? The Emancipation Proclamation. Oops. No, it's okay. He's a historian / liberal pundit. Yeah, no, Obama, unprecedented. Lincoln and FDR would never do it.